What's up? It's about 2:30. Hi, Tombanella. How you doing, Daniela? How are you? I'm gonna be cooking my dinner. I like to eat early. Like I said, it's about 2:30, and I like to take my leftovers and do something creative with them. And I thought, hey, this might be a cool little thing, like a Periscope cooking show. You know what I'm saying? So I got my phone on a tripod right now. And hi, England. And if I miss your comments, I'm really sorry. I'm not trying to be weird like that. But today, what I'm going to do, I had some leftover. What kind of steak was it? Skirt steak. I love skirt steak. So I'm going to make a little pepperonata with my skirt steak and eat it up because I hate to waste food. And I love being creative. So I'm gonna take some avocado oil, about 2 tablespoons, and put it in there and let that get heated up. So it's really hot here today. It's dry. We've got flooding in the Midwest, drought in California. Hanger steak, I've heard hanger steak before, but I only see it as skirt steak. It's a great cut of meat. It used to be the inexpensive cut of meat until everybody started finding out about it. It's what you use for like fajitas and stuff. But it cooks up so quick, marinated, and you can do so many things with it. So, like I said, I don't like to waste food. I'm not trying to waste any food. You call it skirt in England? Yeah. All I know is this. It's not $17 a pound, okay? I went to the store the other day and I was looking for a New York strip steak. And I'm like, yeah, really? Avocado oil, I don't necessarily know if it's better. Yeah, I'd wear a skirt steak on a night out. I don't know if it would fit my fat behind. But avocado oil, it's high heat. So if you want to do something maybe like stir fry that you really need to have a high temperature for, it's good for that. But let's see. Oh, really? See, I go to my butcher and ask him for this particular cut, which I found is better than getting it in the grocery store. But the avocado oil, I also use this for like my homemade lip balms and body scrubs and everything. So it's a versatile little thing here. I like it. So I got my oil heating up. You guys can see that. Oh, that's cool. I'm loving this tripod because it gives me a chance to be a little bit hands-free. So I'm going to put some garlic in here. I want to show you something real quick. There's a lot of times during the season where I can't find fresh basil, and sometimes I just don't like messing with garlic and everything. So I found these in my grocery store, and they're frozen. Now this happens to be chopped basil, and you treat it just like you would basil, full flavor, full taste. But when you can't find it, especially like during the winter time, or you don't have any growing in your backyard, it's a good option. So my garlic is going now. What I'm gonna do, oh, I wish I could make it smell good. Yeah, frozen basil. Actually, when I grow basil and it's coming towards the end of the season, I like to keep it. So what I'll do is chop it up really well, mix it with some olive oil, and put it in little ice trays, or sometimes I'll wash these out even and reuse them and just put it in there. Got 2 trees, you just pick the leaves off. I know, I have some growing and I'm trying to let it get a little bit bigger before I use it. But I tell you, stuff is great. It works really well. So I'm just letting that cook a little bit. I got my heat on like medium high. I don't want it to go too high, but if you see here, I've got peppers, 3 colors, and those basil cubes I was telling you about. This recipe is going to call for some balsamic vinegar. Actually, she asked what am I serving it with. I'm kind of on, I don't want to say a diet, because every time I say diet, it's dead in the water before I even get to day 1. So I'm just trying to change my eating habits. So being that I have a protein and vegetables, I'm just going to eat that. I may put it over some brown rice or have a salad on the side, or maybe some stovetop roasted Brussels sprouts, which are my favorites. Maybe I'll show you how to cook those one day. So today is just going to be the steak and the peppers. This girl needs nothing else. So my onions are getting a little bit translucent, so I'm going to toss in my peppers. Ooh, rosemary salted chips. That sounds good. Skirt steak with rosemary salted chips. I like that. Ooh. Thank you for the hearts. I appreciate it. So I'm going to let that kind of, I just want my peppers just a little bit, you know, I'd still like a little bit of crunch to them. Ooh, ice cream. Girl, please. Ice cream is my weakness. I had to have some butter pecan last night. It was so good, but I was a good girl. I just put a little bit in a cup and ate that. Otherwise, I'd take the whole pint out, and before I know it, I'm like 2/3 of the way done with it. Didn't want to do that. So now I'm going to add some capers. And these I have rinsed. So just toss them right in there. Y'all want to see a little pan flip? What's that? Oh, thank you. You know, I'm not a great cook, but I love to cook, and I try to cook, so my family seems to like it. I wish I did. Who is that? I don't know who that is. Well, I guess I do now on Periscope, right? I learned that all by myself. All right, so that's working. And if you notice me, I never measure. I never measure. I should, unless I'm following a recipe. But when I make up a lot of stuff, so I will. Actually, I think I will. Because, you know, everybody's on Periscope trying to find their own way, and this might be my way. I don't know. We'll see. But I'm going to add a little bit of red wine, maybe a 1/4 cup. Be careful when you do this. And a little more for good taste. Now, sometimes I get slick and I try to set it on fire. Just like that. Ooh, flaming pan. So I'm just going to let that cook for a little bit. Yeah, now we're talking. There was a chef, Justin Wilson. He was from New Orleans, and he would always start his show, well, hey, y'all, I'm so happy for y'all to see me. And he loved to put wine in his food, and he would always take a little sippy sip. I probably would have if it was white. I'm not a huge red wine drinker. But, you know, I do like a margarita every now and then. So, but it is what it is. So I'm just going to let that cook a little bit. My onions are picking up the flavor of that red wine. Now, I don't tend to add too much salt. What I've been... thank you. Gotta have red with steak, I know. But you know what? They actually say drink what you like to drink, not necessarily what goes with the meat. But I can understand. I think beef deserves red wine myself. So I don't add a lot of salt to my food. I've been using Miss Girl, Mrs. Dash, Mrs. Dash. And I went out after buying these things. I saw the big bottle. I got the big bottle and I just refill her. And I can say that since I've been using this, I don't really miss the salt, but I use a lot of this. So I'm just going to pop some of that in there. A little cracked red pepper. All for good measure. She's cooking up nice. So now what I want to do is I'm going to add in my leftover skirt steak so that can heat itself. Oh my gosh, thank you so much. I appreciate that. I really do appreciate that. Just in case, I won't even repeat that. It's between you and me. Thank you though, I do appreciate that. Thanks for the hearts too. So like I said, I'm just gonna throw that skirt steak in there so it can basically heat up, and the wine is going to penetrate it, make it tender, you know, because it was refrigerator cold. So it's basically just to heat up the steak because it's already cooked and you don't want to overdo it. Thank you. I so appreciate you. You're a sweetie too. Wait, let me see. I'm going to follow you. I so appreciate that. I really do. I like your name, In the Nick of Time. Yeah, dinner is in the nick of time today. Like I said, I'm an early eater, so. Then at the last minute, I'm going to throw in these little basil cubes. Mix it around. They don't take long to thaw, so. This wine is Simi, Alexander Valley. It's a Cabernet Sauvignon. And what I do when I open wine, I usually only have a glass or two. The rest of it goes right into my refrigerator, and I cook with the rest of it. Right now, I've got a half a bottle of white, half a bottle of Prosecco, and this red wine. So, thank you. Appreciate that. Because who knows, I might be back doing this again. Oh my gosh, I wish you guys had a smell-o-vision, because this smells really good. Now, this is a little bit more than I actually need. Oh, girl, wait. Argentinian beef stick? I went to Argentina. I had the fortune to go there. Oh, my God. Papas fritas and a steak and maybe a little ensalada mixta on the side. Yeah, meat and potatoes. So, like I said, this is a little bit more than... Oh, no, not really. It would have been good with some brown rice, though. Can you see that? Can you see all that action? So, another thing too, I'm a dish saver. I have a dishwasher, but I'm always washing my own dishes. So I just put a piece of wax paper on the plate that I was going to eat off of that had my peppers and onions and everything. So the plate is fabulously clean. Thank you. It's fabulously clean. So I'm just going to pour that right onto my plate. Now, let me grab a fork. I want to see how good it tastes. Let's find out. I'll grab some steak, some peppers, and some onions, and a little caper on there, and let's see what we got going on. It's good. Mama said don't talk with food in your mouth, but wow, this would have actually gone really well with some brown rice, but I just didn't feel like putting that in my stomach today. All right, you take care, because I'm getting ready to go to and eat my food. So I appreciate you guys. Thanks for hanging out. And who knows, I may be back again doing this. I have fun. Hope you did so. All right, everybody. What's so mean? Oh, no. Oh, me eating and not being able to let you taste? I'm sorry. I didn't mean to be mean. I really didn't. But just take this recipe when you get some leftover steak and cook it up for yourself. I think you'll like it because it really is good. Oh, it would have been so perfect over some brown rice, but I will. I promise you I'll come back. I have fun. This is fun. All right, everybody. Until next time, no problem. I thank you for following and watching, you know. Thank you, thank you, thank you. So, until next time, I don't want my food to get too cold because she's good and I want to eat her. So, y'all take care. I'll see you later. Bye.